Hello everyone, and welcome to Jumperman Tech, where we specialize in HVAC but do everything DIY. And today we're working on a steam turbine, and the goal here is to actually lift up that stack up there with the yellow insulation, and we're going to access this turbine so we can get to the rotors. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull them out and we're going to send them out to an outside company where they're going to check everything out for it, clean it up, check alignments, all those sort of things. And we're here to do the heavy work. Thank you to everyone tuning into Jumperman Tech. Let's get to it. So the idea here is to remove this side of the stack. We're going to unbolt it, but leave one bolt so we can actually spin it from the opposite end. Okay, so we're going to unbolt this side. We're going to unbolt this side and we're going to try to transfer it over, leave it on top of the compressor. Then we're going to lift up this casing so we can access our rotors. So right now, Frankie and Shane are over there. They're unbolting it and they're going to leave one bolt. We're going to come here. We got our chain block set up already here. Right here, we're going to connect down there. Next, we got a chain block set up here. And we have a chain block set up right there. So we're going to lift up. Then we're going to transfer this fitting to this chain block so we can move it to the side. Yeah, it's a little crazy, but that's what we're here for. This side is unbolted and it's coming up, guys. Guys, rigging right now. We lift it up and we're going down this way, and we're going to rest this right on top of the compressor. On the opposite end there is one bolt connected so it can spin. Right now he's lifting up the opposite end.
It moved over about 3 inches.
Where? Over here?
Yeah, this way.
Now come up with this chain block there. All right, got access to the turbine. Stack is out of the way. That is a great job. By the way, you have to be Spider-Man in this industry. Alright guys, that's the rotor right there. Next step on this job is going to be taking out this turbine cap so we can fully access the rotors. Before we can take apart this turbine cap and lift it, we've got to remove a few accessories. Disconnect that oil pump so we can access our rotors. Alright guys, so when we started this job, we removed the Kingsbury thrust bearing. Right now, Frankie is taking apart our thrust collar. On the opposite end, we removed the thrust bearing and our hub.
See how I had the pin here? The other side, look, I didn't even have to pry it. It comes out with it. See that? Thrust collar shoes here. You place them here. Cool. These are also shoes here. It's the same, but they all go in. You see this little piece right here? This always goes inside of here. Not exactly inside, but it has to touch there. This is the only way to release this bearing here. This is a whole piece that locks. That's the only way you'll be able to take this out, is to take out the shoes. I'm gonna take out the front piece first.
Talking about shoes, man. I need a new pair of boots, man.
Me too. I got no tread left.
See that?
Alright, so we pulled off a few more accessories. There was a solenoid entering here. We pulled that out. We just got all the bolts off the turbine cap. We're gonna soon set up our rigging. This thing is coming up. Alright, so all the bolts are off. We set up some rigging. And you guys can see, we cracked this plate open. So the goal today is to rig this thing up and drop it to the ground. A lot of obstacles in our way, guys. Bear with us. This is not an easy job.
So yeah, I'm happy that you're here.
Man, I'm happy
Alright?
I'm here.
You know, I need support for this, just in case anything was to happen or a chain will snap or whatever. I know I got support here, so this is why I still keep it on there no matter what. I don't need it, but I still keep it. We got this, guys. Come on, boys, you got it. You got it.
I got my backpack on.
Guys, we all getting raises today.
Alright,
Good job.
good job.
Now we got to take out the rotor and the turbine oil pump
Oil pump, rotor.
and the diaphragms that sit inside.
Copy
And
that.
also the carbon rings and springs.
Copy that. Alright, so right here is the oil pump. We're gonna remove that next so we can have full access. And the whole goal here is to take out this rotor and send it out to another company, and they're gonna do an inspection and all that good stuff.
It's gonna come out. Careful, because there's a couple in there. That's pretty much it. Now we got access to the rotor, and then we'll just take out the carbon rings and the springs, and we should be good to go to rig it up.
Alright. So the carbon rings. Here's our rotor. So right now Frankie is removing the carbon rings and the springs that hold them into place. This is what they look like. These are the carbon rings and these are the springs. Just took off the oil pump casing, so now we're completely freed up. Set up our rig and we're ready to pull it out.
Alright, do you think?
And we're coming down. Alright. The rotors are free. So one thing I wasn't able to show was that we actually flipped this turbine cap around. We actually wire wheeled the edges. And inside here, with something called diaphragms. There's 3 of them here, and then 3 of them by the rotors on the actual unit. And there was just a few Allen keys, and we just rigged them up. So here's where the rotor sat in the shaft, and inside here, I don't know if you guys can see these grooves. that's where the other set of diaphragms sat, and we just rigged those out, and those also get sent back to the factory for all that good stuff. All right, everyone, we got to the gold. So that's pretty much it. I put some rags around here to protect the shaft, and that's really it. We're gonna send this out. Gotta get it out of here. Won't be the easiest thing, but nothing about this job was easy. I appreciate you all watching, and if anybody found this video interesting or helpful, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Catch you all next time.